want to do a rebuild with this roster or just use it for fun, all you gotta do is go into My League. You gotta press triangle for PS4 users. You gotta search by online ID, and his online ID is Bulldog Guardian. And then you can use this roster for yourself. And you have to be Alba Berlin for this roster as well. So make sure you do that. Without further ado, let's get on. What's going on, everybody? Mr. Josh McDonald here from McDonald Gaming. Now, this is actually one of my viewers. He made this roster for me to use, so shout out to him. I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the description. So please, please, please make sure you sub to him. That would mean the world to both of us. So I'm actually going to do a few challenges with this. So he told me to do a rebuild, but I'm not going to do a rebuild. I'm going to do something a little different. If you guys want me to do a rebuild with this roster, definitely make sure you tell me in the comment section below. But we're going to be simulating, see how long it takes this team to win a championship, and how well this team can do in 5, 10 years, etc., etc. So let's look at the original starting lineup was Fultz, Monk, Josh Jackson, Markkanen, and Zach Collins. I changed it up a little. We have Lonzo, Markelle Fultz, Josh Jackson, Jason Tatum, and Lauri Markkanen off the bench. De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk, Dennis Smith, Jonathan Isaac, Zach Collins, Frank Taligna, Luke Kennard, and Donovan Mitchell, and Bam Adebayo. We'll be getting no minutes. For this test, we're going to have the injuries off, because I just want to see how this team can do without the injuries. So let's see how we do. This is bad. Didn't even win Rookie of the Year. We did have a bunch of all-rookie teams, but I'm a little upset that there's no Frank Mason on this roster. So we were the 5th seed in the Eastern Conference. Let's look at our stats. Tatum led us in scoring, Markkanen in rebounds, Lonzo in assists. As you notice, we are the big ballers. And we actually got Mike Budenholzer as our head coach. I guess the Hawks fired him or something, which, yeah, they were awful. But I guess we fired him, which, I'm not complaining. We got in the first round, we got eliminated by the Charlotte Hornets in 7 games. Pistons also got eliminated in the first round. And the Rockets, surprise, surprise, win the championship. Like they do about 80%. Let's look at the player progression. Sorry about that. Obviously, everyone got better. If you look at everyone's rating, yep, everyone got better. The team is exactly the same. I did not do anything during the offseason. So let's look at the starting lineup. The CPU do what they want. So the lineup will be Fultz, Monk, Josh Jackson, Markkanen, and Zach Collins. And here's the bench. If this team does worse than it did last year, then the CPU's an idiot. We did get an award, and Zach Collins did win Most Improved. Don't even let any All-NBA teams. Nope, so it looks like my lineup worked, as we actually got worse. We still made the playoffs. Let's look at the stats. Fultz led in scoring. Zach Collins led in rebounds. Lonzo led in assists. Pause the video at any time if you want to see the stats, but we don't have to make it out of the first round, as we lost to the Toronto Raptors in 5 games. The Magic beat the Cavs in the first round. The Warriors didn't even make the playoffs. And the Utah Jazz win the finals. 2K logic. So if we look at player progression, Fultz is now an 85. We can look at the rest. Pause the video once again if you want to see how your favorite rookie, or just feel like pausing the video. I don't know. So I wanted to see the power rankings. For 2K Sports, we're 3rd. For Marcus Spears, we're 2nd. And for NBA.com, we're dead last. So I figured that we don't want any variables, so the CPU will make the rotations. Fultz, Monk, Josh Jackson, Markkanen, and Collins. Off the bench, Lonzo, Tatum, Fox, Isaac, and Dennis Smith. These guys sadly won't get any. Look at the stats. Fultz actually did make the all-defensive second team, so that's good to see. He led us in scoring again. Pause the video if needed. Rebounds went to Zach Collins again. Rebounding, or assists, sorry, went to Lonzo again. So this season, starting to come into our own, 55-27. 4 games shy of the 1-seeded Cavs. Actually, the Cavs and Warriors actually made it this time. Let's see how we ended up winning the championship in 5 games against us. So we made our first ever championship. It looks like Markkanen kind of balled out. Yeah, Mark guessed this game, not really. So hopefully next season we will actually win it. Our players are progressing really well, especially Markelle Fultz. He's now at 88 overall. Jackson and Lonzo are 85. Tatum's at 84. Fox at an 83. I got some other guys reaching the 80s. And we have Clifford Landry. Oh, I forgot to not sign the rookies. Okay. So, we gotta cut Clifford. Man, NBA.com is such a hater of the big baller. Here is the lineup for the 4th season. The starting lineup is exactly the same. I don't know why I always show it, but I just want to show you anyway because I just feel like it, just in case something changes. Here are our stats, pretty much the same every season. Fultz, his scoring is not going up because we have like the same team. Josh Jackson actually led a rebound this time, and Fultz led an assist. So Lonzo must have had a down season, and we got screwed. We were the 1 seed the whole season, and in the last game, the Cavs overtook us, and we're the 2 seed. And in the first round of the playoffs, we lost to the 7-seeded Indiana Pacers. So hopefully we can win this upcoming season, and the 76ers, without Markelle Fultz, win the championship. At this point, now that the players are getting really good, they're starting to progress a little slower. Tatum, Smith, and Markkanen are the only guys who actually went up 2, and Luke Kennard actually barely got better. NBA.com really freaking hates this. We have the exact same team, and it's not good. Here's the lineup for the 5th season. Markelle Fultz, Malik Monk, Josh Jackson, Lauri Markkanen, Zach Collins off the bench, Tatum, Lonzo, Fox, Dennis Smith, and... No, I want to go 10-man. 10-man. That's better. Jonathan Isaac is now getting minutes. These stats are barely changing. Fultz led in points. Zach Collins led in rebounds. Fultz led in assists. We went 66-16. The Cavs were 17 games behind us. So we better win the damn championship or else, yeah, I'm going to be triggered. Won the championship in 7 games versus the New Orleans Pelicans. Fultz Finals MVP, 17 points, 4 assists, 4.5 rebounds. The Pelicans are led by Alfredo Maggette, Dante Exum, KCP, Otto Porter, Anthony Davis, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Dang. Anthony Davis, if you told me in like 2013 that that's what his team would be, damn. MKG teaming up with Davis, and Otto Porter, KCP, and Exum, and this Maggette dude. At this point in the challenge, these players are starting to reach their peak. They're not really progressing anymore. Josh Jackson actually got a little worse, and he's only 25. So at this point, it's just going to see how long can this team consistently be good. Finally, NBA.com actually rates us number 1. Finally. About damn time. Here is the squad. It's the exact same thing. It has not changed. For probably the first time ever, Jason Tatum leads us in scoring, but Fultz has had that around 15 points a game this whole time. But Tatum is branched out with scoring. Zach Collins led the rebounds, Fultz an assist, and we improved by 1 game. So hopefully we can win the championship. And unfortunately, we are eliminated in the second round by the Cavs, who still have Kyrie. They still have a 38-year-old LeBron. They still have Kevin Love. And the Pacers and the Suns meet in the finals, and the Phoenix Suns, led by Devin Booker, win the finals. Not sure who this Bradford Macy is that Los Angeles just drafted. Where's California anyway? Well, stupid. Los Angeles is in the state of California. At this point, the players are definitely in their prime. Lonzo went up 1. Players are getting a little bit of Collins, Adebayo, and Luke Kennard each went up 1. And we have to cut this Ed Wilkes dude, but it seems like this team is in its prime. Hopefully we can win another championship. Here's the lineup for the 7th season. It's exactly the same. So, hopefully we can win the championship again. I'm going to throw in a wild guess and say Tatum started because Josh Jackson won 6th man of the year. Here, Josh maybe only be a 3rd team. Anyway, we have a 1 seed. Surprise stats. Monk led in scoring. Rebounds went to Zach Collins, and assists went to Markelle. We only lost 2 games the entire playoffs, and we now get our 2nd championship. Lonzo off the bench wins Finals MVP. At the player progression, I don't know if that's our players getting better, or if that's just the chemistry getting up. I have no clue. Here's the lineup for the 8th season, if I'm not mistaken. It's still the same thing. The exact same thing. This time, it's going to be Lonzo who wins 6th man of the year. So let's look at our stats. Jason Tatum led us in scoring. Fultz is down to 13. Rebounds went to Zach Collins, and assists went to Fultz. So hopefully, last year we lost 2 playoff games. This year we lost 3. But it doesn't matter because we're the NBA champions. Fultz wins the Finals MVP. So we are now 3 for 8, and we've won our last 2. Hopefully, we can win another one in Season 9. Everyone is definitely in their primes now. 27, 28, Dennis Smith 26. Tatum got worse. Isaac got better. Talikina and Mitchell got better, and I forgot to cut our rookie. Lee Auer. Yeah, he's gone. Season number 9, the lineup is not changing at all. Fultz, Buck, Jackson, Markin, and Collins. The bench hasn't really changed. I looked at Bam Adebayo's stats. He hasn't played yet. 83 overall. Has never played in an NBA game. That's kind of crazy. And it's not like he's a rookie. He's 28. He's been in the league for now 9. This is his 9th season. Kind of crazy. Here are the stats. Tatum with 18 a game. That might be our highest. Rebounding went to Zach Collins. Assists went to Markelle Fultz. We're the 1 seed again. Hopefully we can get the 3 seed. This time we lost, I want to say, 4 playoff games. Yep. We lost 5. I'm an idiot. Well, there goes the pattern. At least we got the 3-peat, though. So the plan for the rest of this video is we're going to keep simulating until we lose a championship or don't make it. So this is the lineup for Season 10. Fultz, Monk, Isaac, Markkanen and Collins off the bench, Josh Jackson, Lonzo, Tatum, De'Aaron Fox, and Dennis Smith, and everyone is now above an 86 or above. So, I mean, it might take a while until we lose a chance. The shot clock went up, so the points are going to be down. Fultz is the only one over 10. Rebounds went to Zach Collins. Fultz led in assists. We are the 1 seed. Hopefully we can win the championship. If not, then this test / experiment / whatever you want to call it will be over. And unfortunately, the Sacramento Kings ended up beating us in the finals in 6 games. Mark Drew an MVP. Harry Giles is like an 86. He's doing really well. They don't have Frank Mason. How good is Vaughn? 78. So, since we have time, we can actually look around the NBA. So, this is our team, obviously. The Bucks still have Giannis. I believe he's won 3 or 4 MVPs at this point. 3 MVPs. The Bulls still have Zach LaVine, but they're not very good. The Cavs still have Kyrie Irving. They also have Clint Capella. They still have Tristan Thompson. LeBron was actually 2nd in points behind Kareem. The Celtics, looks like everyone's triggered. Garrett, McDaniel, who's the best player. The Clippers are led by Cole Ellis. The Grizzlies are led by Harold Hawkins. The Hawks have still Dennis Schroeder. The Heat have this Al Best dude who looks pretty good. The Hornets are led by Juan Carlos Chavez. The Jazz have Henry Samuel. The Kings just won the finals, led by Harry Giles. The Knicks still have Kristaps. The Lakers still have Brandon Ingram. The Magic are led by Julio Whitney, who just won MVP. The Mavericks are led by Super Dario. They also still have Noel. They have Bobby Portis, Otto Porter, OG, Frank Jackson, Dante Exum. The Nets still have D'Lo. The Nuggets still have Jokic and Jamal Murray. The Pacers still have Miles Turner, as well as Ike Anigbogu, who's developed really well. They also still have Victor Oladipo. The Pelicans still have Anthony Davis, and they're led by Alfredo Maggette, the Spaghetti. The Pistons, my Pistons are led by Herbert Goodson. They also have Julius Randle, Timothy Luwawu. And they also have Shelvin Mack down at the bottom. The Raptors are led by Wilkins. They also have Okafor and Frank Kaminsky. The Rockets are led by Bradley Beal and Ivan Rabb and Zublaka. The Spurs, I guess they no longer have Kawhi, are led by Yorgos, Jared Allen, and Dejounte Murray. The Suns still led by Devin Booker. The Thunder are led by Terrence Ferguson. The Timberwolves still have Towns and Wiggins. The Trailblazers are led by Thon Maker. The Warriors are led by Irvin Drew. They also have Justin Patton. The Wizards are led by Drummond. They also have Dwayne Bacon. Towns is the best player in the league. Sixers still have Ben Simmons as well as Joel Embiid. And back to us. So let's look at all the Hall of Famers and jersey retirements. So is that in league history? Hall of Fame: Durant, Westbrook, Chris Paul, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Dwight Howard, Carmelo Anthony, Dirk, Vince Carter. They have all been added to the Hall of Fame. Retired, okay, it just goes by team. So that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want me to do a rebuild with this roster, tell me in the comments below. Make sure you sub to him, and I'm out. Peace. Looks like Bam actually got a rebound.